defending your point of view and wrestling, and I guess it's good for me because you have to do that in life, you know. But I feel like that's unnecessary, man. You know? It's like, what does that do? Does it matter? No. I'm over it. I got what I wanted out of his response. So whether he meant it or not, like I said, I got that in writing. So
he's the head guy?
He's the head of my department. He's like one of the people that helped run the company. Head of sales, head of marketing. So I mean, like I said, I don't see how that would, why that's even a big issue. Like, does it matter? Like, we're doing the work, we're getting things done. Who cares what people say? Why are we letting that affect, you know, our performance and our working relationships, you know? So. Yeah, I see people at that company, man, who are quiet, you know, they do good work, and it's not enough, man. People will step on you, they'll be very egotistical. So it's like you have to be defensive, not like aggressive, but if people mess with you, you gotta speak up, you gotta show them that you're not afraid, because if they see that you are, you know, they'll walk all over you. So that's one thing that I feel like the martial arts helped me a lot with. Is, you know, you don't need to like be the person looking for the aggression, but when someone's being the aggressor, even if it's a verbal thing or if it's a situation, even at work, where the person's a high position above you, you can't be afraid. What are they going to do to you, right? I mean, yeah, they could fire you. They're not going to hit you. If they try to hit you, you could obviously, who's going to win? You know, so you can't have fear, you know? You have to, you know, be very...
Well, it's just the fear is like, comes from like losing a job, going to unemployment, you got bills to pay, you got family to pay, that's what the fear is. So people like that uncertainty.
Yeah.
I'm saying like your job, it's not as hard to let go because you might not be making so much. Right. You know, say literally you're making like 80 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Shut your mouth and zip it.
Exactly. Then in those cases, sometimes you just take it.
Yeah, you have, you know, family and stuff too. It's hard, man. I realize like a lot of people too that are like the ones that have been there for like 5-10 years. Great people, man, but they just, you know, people they're quiet because they know like I don't want to lose my job. I got a family, I got a mortgage.
And a lot of us like whatever, you know, like. You know, that's the only job that you get. They can treat you worse. You know, they know like, they don't want to leave you. They don't want to leave their job.
Right.
So they don't know what else to do. It's a tough decision sometimes. I don't know if you remember that, you ever seen that, sketch Tell? Like keeping it real, like keeping it real goes wrong. It's kind of like that. You gotta be smarter than that.
I mean, I try not to get, like, I try to keep my anger to myself, or I'll talk to someone, you know, and like, you know, I don't show it to them, because that side of me is like, I'm fired up, you know? It's like, you know, I'm very, when it comes to stuff like that, where you're talking to someone, like, if you're angry, you can be angry, but you gotta be rational. You have to think about what you're gonna say, how you're gonna say it. That email I wrote to him took me like 20 minutes. Because I kept rewriting it, erasing it, thinking about how he'd interpret it, you know? And then, either way, it was still a risk to tell him, I appreciate you not to do that in front of people, because who are you to tell us your boss?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, you have to stand up for who you are. You're a person, you know? have to tell them how that made you feel. So it's interesting, but yeah, and it's scary. I mean, when I was an intern, I thought like I was afraid of him. You know, like I don't know what kind of person he was. But at some point, it's like I've been working there 2 years. Why are you gonna start messing with me just because someone told you something? I'm not gonna take that. I'm not gonna be a emotional punching bag for you. You know, you got a bad date because of somebody else. Don't take that to me because I'm gonna tell you. You know. Yeah. Sure. But he. Yeah, I know.
On the streets, for example, you got people that do that, and then like they're willing to like kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like some crazy stuff, you know? They got nothing to live for.
And that's a dangerous thing, man. You're always gonna be aware, pick your battle with them.
I told you about that guy that got down with the rats, right? That's about that.
Was that the one from the bar?
Yeah. And then recently there's like 2 shootings over here right by the pool. Like straight to the head, you know? He got shot like point blank in the head 3 times in the chest, you know?
You know, the funny thing is like the oppressors in society don't even have to try to oppress you anymore. You're doing it to yourself.
Exactly.
You know, you're the ones killing each other, stealing from each other, robbing from each other.
Exactly.
They can just live their life and enjoy it because they don't deal with that the time. You ask any suburban, suburbanite or someone who lives in the neighborhood what colors they shouldn't wear, they would have no idea. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is just like, you're in that environment, you realize like, most of the people you work for, people around you, they've lived their life, and it was easier for them to get there, you know? If life is a ladder, or if life is a flight of stairs, with 100 floors, you might be born on the 10th floor, and you have to move your way up. Some people might be born on the 50th floor, who's had a harder time, you know?
Yeah.
So for someone like whose parents, make $100 grand each a year and went to a great school, and when they got home, their parents, taught them everything they know to get them more ahead, of course, it's easier for them.
Yeah.
So I have to go in that environment and say, damn, you know what? I know this, I don't know that, but I have to learn it because I have to be, I have to keep up, Yeah, I learned that in sociology class too. It's like, people don't realize how much, just in general, like just walking in that environment, especially the business environment, having to speak the way they speak, dress the way they dress, walk the way they walk, think the way they think, To them it's natural because that's what they created.
Yeah.
But for someone on the outside, it's an adaptation, Yep. It's crazy. So like there was a teacher in the 60s, after Martin Luther King got shot, she lived in an all-white school. She did an experiment with the children, all white kids, She told them one day, she's like, all the kids with blue eyes are better. You can do this, you can do that. All the kids without blue eyes can't. So she noticed that the kids with blue eyes were much happier, were like very, they even started to like put the other kids down with brown eyes, And they were so happy, the other kids were miserable, they were saying they were dumb, and like, just one day. Then she flipped it around the next day, the same thing, all the supervisors were on the bottom of the and she saw the same thing, they flipped around, and the other kids were happy, and it's just like, if that's one day, and it's only the color of your eyes, imagine the color of your skin, you know? And you're constantly being told that you're dumb, that you're this, that you're that, you know? And that affects you, man. Yeah.
I feel like that I've been like so like out of like society, like just do my work for so long. That sometimes I forget like how different I am from society. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, like this sport and I was in contact, and I went to the training for the sport. It was like a 5-hour training, and I felt so out of place. Seriously, it's like we like stepping into a club or something. I just didn't feel confident. That's what it is.
So you put things it's us, and when you see anything outside, it's like.
Exactly. Let's go.
Wasn't that made it weird?
Yeah, it was weird. Man. I was like, oh man. But I just feel the energy. I'm like, man, it's not for me. Yeah, a lot of it. Even like me and Jenny, my dad went biking last week, and there's like a lot of stuff going on in Chicago, so it was like packed by the beach, you know?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
It's like packed over there. And just like riding through, I could just feel the uneasiness. And then when I get past it,
Oh my god.
it's so much better though. Like I'm just not, I just don't feel right in myself. Like even like I value healthy things. Like going to the gym, I just get that energy in my body. It's almost like I put myself, because I'm so secluded, it's like I'm like in a little mountain top, away from everything. I see the world.
That's nice, man. Think about it. You have that luxury now. Most people have to live in the world and deal with all that stuff. They can't escape. You know, they have to live in the system. You gotta live in the system, but you know, you choose to let it affect me. You know.
I'm glad to hear that you handle it that way.
Yeah, man.
That's kind of what the training helps you with.
I didn't want to make it seem physical in my response. Like, I was just trying to get the point across, like, I'm not an egotistical person.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, what? Yeah, you did help me. Say what you didn't want me to write. You told me not to mention, like,
I was like, don't even mention the clothing. Let's talk about the assistant parts.
that would be important.
I
I told him I didn't mind
he
one.
got mad at me though. Because I was like, listen to what you say. Because he's always saying my intern, my intern. I'm like, why do you, he'll say it like.
What? It's for our department.
Yeah, but it's not your intern. He's going to say marketing intern. Just using my possession over it.
Uh-huh.
Even though you're going to say assistant. Because it's like,
But people always assume that anyway. People like when I was an intern, they would tell the VP.
but the VP never calls you.
That's only on
And you're like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's your ego. I'm like, you're making a big deal over the clothing thing. You're talking about assistants. So who cares what everyone else thinks? If he has a problem, he should ask him.
Right. What? What's gonna happen with export? What's gonna happen with the export thing?
Oh. This was the photographer. What I didn't like, you know, the whole class was all men. And it's like,
told him. But what is it? They want you to teach a class or create a program?
I think she's kind of like allowing, she might be allowing me to decide what I want to do. The only way that I'll do it is if I can teach the way I want to, you know? I'm not going to be like a Richard Simmons type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, getting out of this morning.
There's no way I'm going to do that, because that's not in me to do that. It's like, I'm not going to do that.
Sorry, I'm imagining like the Freddie Richard Simmons now.
Drowsy body, mind, and spirit.
It's like, I'm not going to do that. You know, they try to, there's no way I'm going to do that. So.
When I go to Zumba class, the teacher sings along too. I'm like,
yeah.
and she's always like so excited and like talking. I'm like, oh, I can't even breathe. How are you talking right now?
Yeah, like, I'm not going to be like that. No way.
It's more peaceful.
It's like trying to make me like a Jim Carrey. That's not me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, people are the way that they are, and you know, you should allow them to be unique. But over there, they try to mold and shape you, just like every other what they want you to be, you know? And I'm like, you know, you're not even paying me enough to do that. Even if you were paying me enough, I still wouldn't. But it's just like, there's a lot of stuff that they made us all do that I felt really uncomfortable doing. I didn't like it.
Hot for 5 hours?
No, it's like we trained for 2 hours and then we were like lecturing and stuff like that. But they're not even paying me. So if I do it, it's only like 25 hours. Plus I had to like probably teach like over 30 people at once. And then like the commute time there, commute time back. I'm talking about like $25 for almost an hour and a half of my time, you know?
And you thought 30 people in your own school would be making
Yeah.
a lot more than that.
Exactly. And then after taxes, it's not even $25. It's probably like $20. You take $5 away from taxes, so you're making like $20 for an hour and a half. I was like, so I might do it like maybe once a week to get to that point. You know? So people just know who I am.
Where is it located?
There's building one in Skokie and two. So it's not far, it's like 2 in the corner.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like the whole atmosphere, man. It's like stepping in the club, dude. Like, it just feels so fake, you know? I'm like,
That's what it is. Like, you go there and most of the women there are just putting makeup on.
yeah.
Looking.
Go to the bathroom, they're just putting on like before they go out.
All the guys are like, you know, some of them call muscling. Like yelling as loud as they can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just fuck with, man. Because they're like yelling up all there, like, what are you yelling about?
Like 5 pounds.
It's like just way too much yang. It's like no balance.
Yeah, they're yang.
And all the girls are on the treadmill.
The treadmill. Yeah.
Like every treadmill, I've never seen this before. Like every single treadmill has their own TV now.
Yeah? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's like literally you can just stay at home in front of the television, just do jumping jacks in front of the television instead of pulling out.
Or you can't get things with the
But it's like anti-nature. Like I like just, like out here, the trees and the water and the air, the sun and everything. Over there you're like confined in a box or something.
What I like though is like when you go over there and you start doing like the calisthenic stuff.
Yeah.
Because like those guys that always eat the gym,
Yeah.
do a handstand push-up. They can't do that.
No.
They can't touch their heads to their knees. They can't do a wall push-up.
I know.
Because the minute you start doing that stuff, they're like, damn. They could be as big as they want, huh?
Yeah.
Imagine Freddie did a headstand. He may get pissed. Like, what the hell?
I got a guy at work who's like jacked, man. Like he still tells people he can do the stuff we can do because like he just can't.
Yeah. All those machines and stuff.
Shell and monkey machine. That's one thing too about modern kung fu is like you have to learn like the balance, right? Modern fitness and more traditional like exercise. So you think about kung fu, like in the media, you think about like something in China on a mountain,
Yeah.
like with a bunch of monks or something, but you can't apply that in your head to like society here. When you try to, you try to make it a making it support.
Yeah. They did all this exercise stuff and they did like no stretching.
I have them. I never do them though. I mean, it looks like a lot of the stuff that we do. But then you got those gyms now. You ever look at those CrossFit gyms? Yeah. Where they're just like it's like calisthenics and stuff. They don't really use weights. They use like it's more like team exercise and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
That's getting popular. They stretch the CrossFit. this stuff.